Hey everybody, I'm ZeldaMaster and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D Master Quest. In this one, we're going to be making our way through the Haunted Wastelands in order to reach the Desert Colossus, which lies the Spirit Temple. And well, to make our way through these Haunted Wastelands, we have two trials ahead of us. The first trial is to make our way through the Sand River, and what we're going to need is the long shot, so that way we can hook ourselves to the other side of this sinking sand river here, and that way we can make our way forward into this very, very windy storm of a desert. But okay, over here there's a sign. I like how Link is slowly sinking into the sand every time we stand still. But all those reckless enough to venture into the desert, please drop by our shop. What a great way to just introduce your shop. You know, if you're reckless enough, why don't you come here as well? So yes, this is the carpet merchant. An interesting fella to say the least, because he sells random stuff. That was really close. I don't know why I put on my hover boots in midair, but yeah, he sells some random stuff, and I believe it changes by day. Let's see what he sells.
Wait a second. It's been a while.
Oh hey, did I say something wrong?
No more than a minute into the video and you're already spreading false info.
What do you mean?
The carpet merchant only sells bomb shoes, nothing more.
Oh, really? Well, I don't know where I got that idea from.
Well, it's wrong, and I'm right. It's good to be back.
Okay. Well, anyways, on with the video. So welcome, I'm selling stuff strange and rare from all over the world to everybody. Today's special is a dangerous running object, terrifying. I won't tell you what it is until I see the money. Yeah, he's not even gonna tell you what it is. You're just gonna buy it and hopefully it's something good. Now these are the bomb chews, so let's go ahead and spend 200 rupees for a couple bomb chews. There's literally a bomb chew shop in the marketplace if we go back into the past, and we can use it. But hey, the mark that will lead you to the Spirit Temple is the flag on the right outside the shop. Be seeing you. So I believe he's just helping us navigate through. As you can see, there's a bunch of flags, and eventually we'll reach the Spirit Temple. Overall, I just want to kind of cross by this guy because I didn't really need to buy the bomb chews. That was a complete waste of rupees. But his character model is based off of the swordsman in Majora's Mask, and he teaches you, some sword techniques. It's kind of cool that, you can find his character model in Ocarina of Time. I feel like some people may kind of never come across this guy because of how random he is and how meaningless his shop really is. But okay, that's all aside the point. Let's go ahead and take off our hover boots and now get to it. So we came from this direction, and as you can see, the way the fog works, it's kind of random. The further we were away from everything, the easier it was to see everything. But the second you get into the storm like this, it all changes in your depth perception, and just generally just the distance you can see becomes really, really bad. And it's still easy though to find where you need to go. It's just kind of following these flags just by looking around and making sure you don't stray off the path, because if you do, you'll end up just respawning back at the beginning of the Haunted Wasteland. So that's what makes it a bit difficult. But as you can see, there are two flags here, and yes, they're all surrounding this stone building, which if we go ahead and jump down, I think we're going to take fall damage. Okay, we did. It doesn't matter though, because there is a Gold Skulltula we can easily pick up right here, which I want to get. Not bad, but that's not the only thing I'm here for. I also want to use Din's Fire, so that way we can pick up, some rupees back, because I don't know why I felt the need to buy those bomb chews. They were completely useless. I just thought I'd show it off and show off the merchant. But yeah, let's pick up some rupees in return. Let's actually see if there are any hearts. There are. Okay, maybe we can, just kind of destroy these pots for, a fairy and magic. Heck yeah, I'll take it all. But alright, now let's go ahead and leave. Overall, this is just kind of a random, building that just holds a Skulltula. Even during the day, you can get the Skulltula because it is technically indoors. So the Skulltula will appear at any time, which is pretty nice. But alright, what we actually want to do is we want to make our way on top of this structure here. So there is a stairway, and at the very top, there's this tombstone-like thing that we can raid. So, one with the Eye of Truth shall be guided to the Spirit Temple by an inviting ghost. Okay, so how do we get that to happen? Well, all we need to do is pull out our Lens of Truth, and voila! I'll be your guide on your way, but coming back, I won't play. I'll show you the only way to go, so follow me and don't be slow. So yeah, he's just going to show us the way forward, essentially. It's literally a Poe. You know, your instinct would be to shoot it. I feel like I want to kill it, but no, don't. And you don't want to take too much time, as I feel like he might slow down for you, but even if he doesn't, it's just, you know, something you don't want to mess up, because you are consuming magic, and if you do get lost, you'll start back at the beginning, which is something you don't want to happen. And here are some enemies that I believe only appear in sand. Levers. I really dislike these enemies. They've been around since the original Legend of Zelda, and they are just as annoying as they were. It's actually kind of insane how they are just reminding me exactly the same of the original game. Like, they are just so annoying the way they spawn in, and just the second they come in contact with you, it hurts you. It's not too fun to deal with. But okay, so the Poe just went in a circle, but don't mind him. I still suggest following him just to be on the safe side, and at the very end, he'll take you across these two flags that, yes, if we pass through them, now, by walking to the final one on the very end, well, we'll know exactly where we've made it. Yes, this is, I mean, it's a colossal-like structure. You can imagine what it is. It's what the Gerudo have told us about. Everybody, the Desert Colossus, yes, this is where the Spirit Temple lies. So, alright, luckily there's no more, you know, crazy sandstorm that we have to deal with. It's nice and clear here, and what it is also nice is I do believe that time of day will change throughout here. So there are some Gold Skulltulas we can get, and we can easily just play the SasaTseng without having to spawn by the entrance point every time we do so. But okay, these levers are beyond annoying. I don't really even want to mess with them. I'm going to go ahead and take out my bombs, because if you go ahead and check out this, you just hit check. I don't know why they put question marks. Like, I never seen a cracked wall before. This is very confusing. But, yeah, we went ahead and destroyed the wall so we can enter. I like how it's a perfect entrance. Like, it doesn't look like a cracked opening with a bomb or anything. But, okay, so yeah, Great Fairy's Fountain. This is, I believe, the last special Great Fairy ability we can get, and it is going to be super helpful for us, because it's essentially going to give us invincibility at the cost of magic. I would say still Dense Fire is my favorite out of the three, but, you know, Pharaoh's Wind does the job. This, I'd say, is a bit more helpful than Pharaoh's Wind, but Dense Fire is the best, because I'm all about destruction instead of defense, you know, defending myself. But you guys let me know what you guys choose or prefer in the comments below. I'm kind of curious. You know, mine's Dense Fire, but out of the three, which one do you prefer in terms of the abilities you use? And the one we're getting now is Nayru's Love. So I'm the Great Fairy of Magic. I'll give you a magic spell. Please take it. Alright, hook us up. And it's time. There you go. You can see, obviously, it signifies Nayru with the color blue. Link is extremely shocked. I mean, I guess I'd be shocked here. It's not like getting just a magic upgrade. This is a new item, and it is Nayru's Love. So yeah, cast this to create a powerful protective barrier. It's defensive magic you can use with it. Yeah, so, you might need to use this at times if you're afraid you're going to, like, die in a hit, but overall it's something you're not really going to come across too much because you get it really late within the game. But yeah, so Nayru's Love is in effect for only a limited time, so use it carefully. Sounds good. When the battle has made you ready, please come back and see me. I'm good, though. Let's just go ahead and leave now. So at least we got full magic, full HP. I mean, we didn't really use too much magic trying to make our way through the Haunted Wastelands, but a good amount. So now that we're done with that, and it's almost turning nighttime, which is perfect because there is a Gold Skulltula I want to pick up, and I guess I don't have to play the SasaTseng to do so. So yeah, let's just go ahead and run past these enemies here. I don't even want to mess with anything right now because these levers are so freaking annoying. Now, there is a little pond we can summon. Now, this is, let's see, what am I trying to think of? There we go, okay. Just trying to, you know, figure out the songs from the top of my head instead of always checking, like, the Ocarina sheet. But, yeah, went ahead and played the Song of Storms. That way we can kind of fill this little oasis that is found here in the desert. And, well, a bunch of fairies will appear. So if you're looking for fairies, this is a really easy area to get some. But, alright, so I heard the howl. It means it's nighttime. So that means, well, these guys don't go to bed. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. So just go ahead and kill as many as we can. Get away from me. Okay, I'm going to quickly utilize... No! How annoying is that? I'm going to quickly utilize this chance to pick up this. But now what I want to do, actually, since we got the Gold Skulltula, and there are fairies to recover, if you keep fighting these levers, like if you just test the game, you're going to get, yes! Hey, well, I guess Navi still considers it a normal lever, but this is like the boss lever. As you can see, it takes a couple more hits. I guess it's like, you know, the lever is really upset that you killed all of its children, that it has to come out itself. And once that happens, they just start respawning again. So it's nothing too great, but just something I thought I'd show off since we have a bunch of fairies that will easily heal us back to full HP. And now with that said and done, let's go ahead and play the Sun Song to switch the time of day, because we don't really need it to be nighttime. And I do prefer having the amazing theme of Gerudo Desert play. Like, it is so nice. I believe it will kick in a second. There we go. Oh, yeah. No! Ruined it. Okay, there we go. I thought I was going to play like an enemy theme. But there we go. Yeah, we got it playing. I was going to try to like do some kind of dance, but the sand is really slowing down Link. A lot. Like, you can't actually move as quick because of the sand. But okay, anyways, yeah, it's a really great, iconic song. I love this song, but that's all aside the point. Let's go ahead and make our way in to the Desert Colossus and take on the Spirit Temple. It's finally time, and are you kidding me? I was like, why is the music turning down? But again, a stinking enemy trying to, you know, prevent that awesome song from playing. But it doesn't matter, because we're entering the temple, and it has a pretty good theme of its own. The Spirit Temple. This is actually my favorite temple within the game. Straight up, I love everything about this. It is just so awesome. From getting to it, to taking it on, to... There's a bit more to it, but we'll get into it when the time comes. So, when entering this temple, it may seem a bit confusing, but if you played the game, you know exactly what's going on. So, wow, we got some bomb chews. I didn't have to spend freaking 200 rupees for them, but... Yes. This temple is locked from both sides. Like, we can't actually do anything in this direction, as you can see. You always wondered what would happen if you try to put on the iron boots walking in this. It'd be cool if it just let me walk over it and then I fell into this pit or something, but then I'd be stuck and maybe I'd be able to glitch my way through. But you can't do that, of course. In the original Ocarina of Time, there would have been a giant block, and you would have had to get gauntlets to push them, and the only way you would have been able to get those is by entering this little corner. So technically this small area is the only way we can progress, but Link is too big to enter it, so we physically gotta go back in time and become a kid to advance. And I'm not even kidding. That is the reason why this temple is technically split into two parts, a young Link portion and an adult Link portion. And I just think that's so cool how they did do that. As you may know, I was a huge fan of the I just realized, whoa, what was that? Did my thing go off? That was super weird. Okay, that bomb, oh, it did go off. Right here? Wait, where did it? Oh, right here. Oh, do you know what? I'm assuming the game is trying to tell me there is nothing, actually. What am I saying? That was kind of weird. But it doesn't matter, because we're not taking on this temple in this video yet. Like, this, we're holding it off, because as I mentioned, this is split into two sections, as young Link and as adult Link, and technically we're unable to do anything right now as an adult, so we're gonna have to go back in time and take it on. But after entering the temple, you know, the game expects you to give up and eventually leave, and when you do leave, it will all make sense on how we're gonna come back to this temple as a kid. Yes, a friend of ours. I like how we can see from his perspective. It's really cool that you can see like the camera shaking everything from like how he's seeing it. But yes, it's Sheik! So, past, present, future. The Master Sword is a ship with which you can sail upstream and downstream through Time's river. The port of the ship is the Temple of Time. To restore the Desert Colossus and enter the Shadow Temple, you must travel back through Time's flow. Listen to this Requiem of Spirit. This melody will lead a child back to the desert. You have learned the Requiem of Spirit. Ooh, shiny. And well, just like that, Sheik's gone. But, I mean, we got what we needed. Now we can easily teleport back to the Temple of Time without worrying about going through the 2 trials we had to go through in the Haunted Wastelands to reach this. And we don't even have to worry about what we would need to do as a kid, because now we can easily teleport here immediately the second we are ready. So yeah, let's go ahead and I guess leave. And great, the music is kicking in. I can't help but hate when enemies ruin the background music. As you may know, I'm just a huge fan of this game's soundtrack. Not a fan of the soundtrack that enemies provide, though. But Link was in his stance of ready to battle as he's teleporting back to the Temple of Time. And well, we got a couple things we want to do. So obviously we want to head back to the Spirit Temple as a kid. And while I am, you know, heading back in time to pretty much head back to the Spirit Temple, we're not yet ready to take it on. There are a couple things outside the Desert Colossus that I want to quickly pick up. And it's going to require going there as a kid and then going back as an adult to pick them up, which will make sense in a bit. But alright, right now we are a kid, and instead of walking out and going through all of that, I actually want to play. There's no way I have this memorized from the top of my head, so there we go. We're gonna play the Nocturne of Shadow because I do want to make my way to the Kakariko Village Graveyard, and the reason why this may seem a bit random, but we do need some small bugs to get ourselves a Gold Skulltula that is near the Desert Colossus. So before we do play the Spirit of Requiem and teleport there, there are a couple things we just need to quickly pick up. One of them being obviously a couple bugs to throw in our bottle, but the other thing is actually we're going to need a magic bean, which shouldn't be too far from where we're at. So that's why I feel like teleporting here, because you can get bugs from a lot of different places. But let's say you're having trouble finding a bug and you really want to add some in a bottle. This is probably the best area. This rock right here, and I'm not even kidding, this rock always has bugs in it just like that. So you can just come by Kakariko Graveyard and pick it up, because there are other areas to find bugs, and you can get lucky and, you know, find them, you know, underneath another rock. But it's just like, if you want a guaranteed rock that has bugs underneath, just go to that one. At least for me, that's been my go-to. I feel like that's where we've gotten the majority of our bugs throughout this playthrough, to get Gold Skulltulas to pop out the, you know, soft patches that we normally plant the magic bean. And it's kind of hilarious that I happen to not get every magic bean I could possibly get, because there is like a certain amount you can buy and there's a certain amount you can plant within the game, and you won't really need to get any more. But I don't believe I ever got them all, because there were like, you know, 2 magic beans I never really need to place, and those were in certain areas that you had other options of solving. But there's a lot of other magic beans that we obviously had to place to get a Gold Skulltula or a heart piece, and this magic bean that we're currently getting will actually get us 1 of each. So it's pretty much representing exactly what the magic bean has been serving throughout the 7 years of using them. So let's just go ahead and quickly head up here, not too far. I feel like what they do to the Hyrule field, like at least I'm pretty sure what they did in the original Ocarina of Time is when you were a young Link, you would the game would, like, the world would slightly enlarge and Link would stay the same size, and then when you were adult Link, the world would get smaller. And to me, that's just, that seems so bizarre. Like, instead of increasing Link's model size, they increased the world size. And I feel like that's kind of the same thing for this game. I can't necessarily tell entirely, but I do get that vibe from like running through Hyrule Field as young Link compared to running through as adult Link. But then again, another thing that makes just adult Link so easy to traverse Hyrule is just the fact that you have Epona. So that might be the reason why I just feel like I'm overall a lot bigger in Hyrule, because I'm able to ride Epona. But anyways, so you may be wondering why I'm not heading to the Desert Colossus because we have what we need. We got the bugs, we got the magic beans, you know, we're set, we're ready to go. There's really no reason to dilly-tally right now. Well, for those who remember, recently we pretty much did the Majora's, well, wow, I was going to call it really Majora's Mask. No, the Mask side quest, which involved the Happy Mask Salesman becoming a happy salesman of our own and selling masks to many people. Now, we kind of glimpsed across the kid in the graveyard. He had his mask on. He's enjoying himself. You really won't see a difference with all the people you give masks to. There's only one person you're going to see a major difference by giving a mask to them, and that is obviously the Running Man. Now, we can actually erase him, and I'm going to do that eventually when we do finish the Spirit Temple to show it off. Really nothing too important, but as an adult we'll be able to erase him. But we do want to see how he got his name as, you know, the racing man, the running man, this guy who's just incredibly fast and no one can even come close to. Well, believe it or not, and I want to see if I can catch him in the act, because the thing is, it is gonna be kind of difficult to run past him. Now, we remember, if you do remember, before giving him and selling him the bunny mask, he would run so slow that Link would just be able to run around him and catch up to him at a fairly easy pace. But this time, that's not the case. Now, finding him is a bit annoying because he's obviously continuously running, and I don't want to, you know, just kind of stand in the wrong direction, but I want to make sure he spawns in so that way we can find him. So I'm just going to continue running this way until I see him somewhere, because in general, he shouldn't be too hard to spot throughout Hyrule, but he is definitely worth showing so you guys can see the difference in what happened. But yeah, I wonder if he's like already spawned in. Uh-oh, this pea hat is sending its little babies towards me. Screw that. Screw that noise entirely. I don't even want to hear that. Like, just get away from me. But alright, so he usually just literally circles around Lon Lon Ranch, but I don't know if I can find him with these. I would like to, because I do really want to show off what I was talking about. But is that him? That's him! Oh my god, he is way faster than I remember. Okay, this is, yeah, you guys gotta see this. So you may say, why were you just wasting so much time? Look at freaking Sonic the Hedgehog is in the Legend of Zelda. Like, what is happening? There's no way I can even catch up to this dude. This dude is determined now. Like, what? Yeah, like, I don't know. This is just something I find so hilarious within the game. He just becomes freaking Sonic. Nothing slows him down now. I want to see if I can somehow intercept here and catch him, because I want to get another glimpse of him. It's just beyond hilarious seeing that just speed he has. Like, holy crap. But okay, with his amount of speed, if he didn't despawn, we should catch him over here, turning around eventually. Let's see if we do catch him. He should be pretty much on the road as well. Like, he runs on the main road. Oh, there he is. Okay, sweet. So he is definitely making laps around the field. There is no way I'm going to be able to catch up to him. As you can see, that is speed not even the bunny mask gives us in Majora's Mask, but we're getting a glimpse of what the bunny mask eventually did do. It made him extremely fast. In Majora's Mask, it makes us double the speed, but not like quadruple or however. Dude, he's so fast, it's insane. But okay, so with that said and shown and done, let's go ahead and now move on. I don't know why, I just felt the need to show that off because it's just a really cool thing to notice within the game. Something Nintendo didn't even have to do, but it's always that attention to detail that just really impresses me about Nintendo, and it's just nice to see them go that extra mile for things that no one would even care about, you know? Like, it's just there, and to me, I do really care about it, because I love seeing games come to life, and that's definitely a way in showcasing it. But, alright. So it's just turned nighttime. Clearly, I don't want that to be the case, so we're going to go ahead and forward time to the day so we can just kind of listen to the beautiful theme. And now what I want to do is place the bugs that I picked up over here. Hopefully they actually enter it. The other thing I want to do is obviously take out my magic bean and wait for this. Before I use my magic bean, we're going to go ahead and kill. Okay, I was hoping it spawned like right there, but whatever. I missed. It doesn't really matter. We got it. There we go. Now let's go ahead and place this. And now we have a magic bean growing there. So with that done, let's go ahead and head back to the Temple of Time. And I guess, yeah, we should quickly utilize this magic bean, see what it's, you know, gonna get us to in the 7 years of it growing and becoming a flying platform of sorts. But we're gonna see the secrets we can get with it, and then from there we'll be able to start the Spirit Temple. And that's, I believe, yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of temples. But we do have a good amount of side questing to do left, like, you know, a couple more pieces of heart that involve fishing and the last bit of Gold Skulltulas, because while we will be getting 5 Gold Skulltulas within this upcoming temple, we're missing well over 10, so yeah, there's gonna be a couple more Gold Skulltulas we're gonna have to pick up later, but for now, let's just go ahead and quickly teleport back. Now, I mentioned this before, but I feel like I should mention again, this theme, the Spirit of Requiem, is by far my favorite song within the game in terms of teleporting music. Like all the warp songs, this is hands down my favorite, and it takes me to my favorite temple as well, so I just feel like maybe that's a reason why I really like it. But no, even from a kid, like that was a song that like resonated with me the most. It was just so beautiful, and you're just kind of crazy to think, oh, with the the ocarina can make the few notes that I've been playing throughout the entire game. Every time I learn a new song, it'd be like so impressive to be like, what? You can make that song with the ocarina with the few notes I played. But okay, let's quickly jump off here, because yes, the magic bean got us. Really, you suck. I just got a new heart piece. Well, yeah, we just fulfilled a new heart container. We only have 2 more left to completely fulfill all of it, and technically 1 more, because in this Desert Colossus, we will be getting the final heart container, and then we'll have just 5 more pieces of heart to look for and collect. But anyways, wait, let's see if I can get on this before. No! It's whatever, though. The reason why I want to get off is because I wanted to forward time, because the Gold Skulltula we want to get is at night, of course, so we need to make sure it's nighttime, but I kind of should have just waited on the thing itself, and these crows are so annoying. I hate them so much. But okay, so the magic carpet's back. Let's go ahead and ride it. So, not this, but... perfect, okay. This is where we want to land it so we can get another Gold Skulltula. And are you kidding me again? Like, I couldn't even ignore that one. Whatever. Alright. That was said and done. I think it's time to leave this area again. A lot of backtracking, you know, a little repetitive in terms of, you know, moving around in this episode. We haven't really done much outside of the wasted wastelands. Wait, what? The Haunted Wastelands. The Wasted Wastelands. Yes, that is totally the name for it now. The Haunted Wastelands, you know, that's pretty much the only thing we kind of progressed through. The rest have been a lot of backtracking, but it's necessary for the upcoming temple. As Sheik said, this Master Sword is like a river or a ship that is on a sailing river of time, and we can traverse it back and forth just like this, and we need this for the temple. So let's go ahead and play this one last time. I mean, we're gonna have to play it again when we come back as an adult, but for now, this does it for this episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D Master Quest, as we make our way to the Spirit Temple and take on its youngling portion. This is obviously going to be the Master Quest version, so we can only imagine it being a bit more difficult. And wasn't it? No, I guess I did make it nighttime. Kind of weird how it remembers the time of day when you travel 7 years into the past and present. But, yeah, whatever. Anywho, you know, I can't avoid losing the few hearts I've lost. I think we are ready to go. So, yes, this is now time to take on the Desert Colossus. 7 years in the past. You can see Kapora Gabora. He was actually around since the 7 years in the future. He was watching over us when Sheik taught us the Requiem of Spirit. Never really interacted with us as an adult, but you can only imagine that he has tons to say to our 7-year-old self, even though technically our mind is exactly the same. But yeah, we'll be seeing him in the next one as we make our way through here. At least I believe he's gonna annoy us in the Master Quest version as well. I mean, he's literally standing there watching us very creepily. But yeah, so yeah, thank you all so much for watching. What does Navi have to say? I wonder who built the Spirit Temple and for what purpose. For once, Navi asked a question that wasn't like annoying. True, who did and for what purpose? Well, maybe we'll figure out in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all then.